Hi, I'm Ryan Gates, Client and Community Relations Director from PNC Bank. The Princeton and PNC relationship is extremely important to us. The PNC Achiever program is meaningful across our entire footprint. Princeton University is known for its great values, where the students achieve, serve, and lead. And these student athletes at Princeton embody these ideals. We are continually impressed by the level of student athletes we meet and learn about. Reading about all the student athletes' accomplishments, it's easy to see why this relationship and the PNC Achiever program remains so important to us. The spring 21 PNC Achievers, Ali Munson from track and field, and Marcus Jonas from lightweight rowing, and the strong history of impressive student athletes are leaders and wonderful representatives of the Princeton community and the Princeton Athletics Department. Congratulations, Ali, Marcus, from the entire PNC family.
Allie Munson is a senior captain and pole vaulter for the women's track and field team. Munson earned 2 second-team All-Ivy honors in her Princeton career, becoming only the 5th woman in Ivy League history to vault over 4 meters indoors. She's a member of the USTF-CCCA All-Academic Team and was recognized as the track team's 2019 Diamond Award recipient for her inspiring championship meet performance. Off the track, Munson gives back to her community as a student-athlete wellness leader, a mentor in the Princeton chapter of Best Buddies, and as a leader for the university's Outdoor Action Program. This past year, she established a team partnership with the Smith Family Foundation to foster educational opportunities for students in the Trenton District. Munson is a neuroscience major from Lisle, Illinois. Marcus Jonas is a senior captain for the men's lightweight rowing team. In 2018, Jonas earned second-team All-Ivy League honors while stroking the first varsity 8 to silver medals at both the Eastern Sprints and the IRA National Championship, as well as a quarterfinal appearance at the Henley Royal Regatta. Jonas once again stroked the 1V in 2019, capturing a second consecutive IRA silver medal. Off the water, Jonas serves as a student-athlete wellness leader and score leader, and is also the vice president of his eating club. He has served as a course assistant in the MAE department, and as part of a summer internship, co-created a program to help distribute clean water to rural Filipino communities. From London, England, Jonas is studying mechanical and aerospace engineering.
All right. Well, I am here with our 2021 Spring PNC Achiever Award winners, Ali and Marcus. So great to see you guys. Congratulations on this a really important award that we give out each season.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. It's an honor.
Awesome. So I know we've just introduced you guys and all of your remarkable accomplishments, and I just had a couple questions for you for the audience to get to know you guys a little bit better. So my first question is, obviously this year has been really challenging, but your teams have really been tremendously resilient. You've stayed together and you've just improved along the way. How do you think this time, I'm going to ask both of you this question, how do you think this time has influenced or changed your overall outlook and perspective on competing as a Princeton student athlete? And maybe I'll start with Ali.
Sure. I think this time has kind of just allowed me at least the opportunity to sit back and reflect on my 4 years and what I've accomplished and how far I've come, and just really emphasized focusing on the process and just all the little steps that go into our training and into what eventually leads to some of the competitions we had this spring. And it's just been really formative in that sense. It's been a little bit slower paced than usual than in past years, but it's been pretty grounding nonetheless, being able to come back and still have a little bit of a season with my teammates. It's been very, very nice.
Awesome. Marcus, how about you?
Yeah, I definitely agree. It's definitely given me time to reflect upon what I've accomplished and together with my team, what we've accomplished over our 4 years, and how fun and how successful it's been. And it's also, I mean, I had a lot of respect for my team before the pandemic, but I guess the pandemic just made me realize truly how awesome and how gritty of a team we are, and how much respect I have for the other guys to be able to like be away in the fall and train like mostly by yourself. That's really difficult, not having a team around you, and then coming back in the spring and being able to, as Ali said, just kind of bounce back start training again, and then come away with a win this weekend. It's been very humbling and has really made me appreciate the team and the sport and the guys on the team.
Yeah, you don't normally have that opportunity to really dive into the individual development of every athlete on the team, and then also to be able to support each other without the stress of competition every weekend. So I know I've spoken to some other student athletes who have really enjoyed that opportunity to continue to grow. So, thank you both for your leadership. I know it's been really important to your teams and to your fellow student athletes and to your coaches. But you guys both touched a little bit on some competition that we had this past weekend. Can you maybe just tell us a little bit about how that felt to be, back on the water? And I know, Allie, you're still a little injured, so you weren't able to compete, but to be able to cheer on your teammates in our first competitions in many, many months. I'll start with Marcus.
Yeah, leading up to the race, like a week, 2 weeks before, we didn't really find out until 2 weeks before that we were actually going to race. So it was quite a quick turnaround, but you could kind of feel the excitement on the team build. And as we were doing sort of race practice pieces on Lake Carnegie, you could kind of feel everyone buzzing and getting ready and getting excited. And then just lining up against another university on a river was really special and almost quite emotional, because it's like it was 22 months ago we dual raced last. And so getting to do that again, it made me remember, and I could feel among the team, everyone was like ecstatic for the opportunity to get to do that again, because we didn't think we were going to be able to, like, through last summer and through Christmas break. So it was very special.
Yeah, and many people might not know that, rowing had not had the opportunity to compete last spring. Some of our teams had gotten in at least a few contests before the pandemic really hit. And so, like you said, you've been off the water as a team for 22 months without competition. So it must have been pretty special at that starting line. And you guys did pretty well, huh?
Yeah, it was very special, and we did do well, and it was very exciting to come away with a win in both boats that we sent.
Awesome. And Allie, how about you?
Yeah, I think it was extremely exciting to see my teammates put on that Princeton P again, and definitely felt that energy throughout the 2 inter-squad meets we had before this first official competition and also during this one. But I think also just the energy that the first years brought as well, and just their excitement and level of engagement was really refreshing. And also just so proud to see how far we've come, especially during this year. We had some people with some amazing PRs, from a first year to some sophomores and juniors, as well as Kara, a senior on the team. She popped off with an amazing PR. So just nothing but kind of, like Marcus was saying, some nice closure. And it was also pretty emotional just to be out there as a senior, just seeing it kind of come together this year.
Yeah, getting that last opportunity, or you still have a couple more, both of you, but that last opportunity to kind of wear the orange and black and to feel that excitement of competition is really, really special. Marcus, you had a summer internship that involved, the creation of a clean water distribution program for Filipino communities. Can you tell us more about that and why you wanted to get involved? Yeah,
that was an incredible opportunity to get. And big thanks to the International Internship Program for putting that on for us. I was very interested in renewable energy, and like my engineering background meant that like this opportunity was very enticing, and like it's obviously a very important field that the world needs to move more towards. And so I thought this was a great opportunity to, one, sort of discover the field of non-profit organization, renewable energy, as well as to discover a new country and a new culture, which I love traveling. And so that was an incredible thing to get to do. The foundation I worked for was incredible. They worked with implementing solar energy in rural Filipino communities that are far from any sort of electrical grid or any sort of clean water filtration system. And so this was basically to allow them to get lights to be able to work late at night, so that the life doesn't sort of stop when the sun goes down. And then sort of one of my main roles there, together with my partner I went with, was to develop this water distribution system, basically working not only with the engineering aspect and technical aspect of how to implement a water distribution system, but also community considerations and like making sure that the people in the community knew how fix any issues that may arise, or like ensuring that the water is reaching the right places in the right quantities and all that kind of stuff. So it was very multifaceted and super interesting.
Wow, that's terrific. Well, thank you for your service and for your leadership. That sounds like a remarkable experience and really something that's very important and valuable. Allie, I'm going to turn to you. Along the same lines of Achieve, Serve, Lead, you help lead the track team's partnership with the Smith Family Foundation to promote educational opportunities in Trenton. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Sure. So we had come together last spring, both the men's and the women's team, and we're looking for kind of to grow more of the service aspect of our teams. And so we were kind of reaching out to different organizations in the Trenton area. And the Smith Family Foundation was very open to us kind of taking on and organizing our own little fundraiser to help raise money for one of their programs at the time. And then also, which was just for college and educational funding. And this spring, they invited whoever was around, or last summer, sorry, whoever was around to kind of come and help out and actually make the college care packages. So me and 3 of the other coaches on the track team ended up going, and it was just kind of very grounding to kind of just reach out and actually meet, the people that we would be working with through the Smith Family Foundation. And they've just been so grateful, and it's been so refreshing to kind of just continue in our fundraising. And so this past spring, actually, we just did one in which we raised money and also collected dolls to send to a school in Haiti. And so, yeah, we ended up raising about, I think, maybe like $120. So,
wow, terrific.
Yeah.
Well, again, thank you for your leadership. Congratulations to both of you on finishing your thesis. Well, I know, Marcus, yours is due tomorrow, so we're just a little bit ahead, but you're prepared and you're ready to go. And Allie, congratulations on finishing yours. And once again, on behalf of Princeton Athletics, congratulations on this fantastic and well-deserved PNC Achiever Award.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.